Hello guys, Tops here. Today I have something special, an armor attachment tier list for you. It's gonna be not a long one, it's gonna be a fairly short one. I have three categories: the stuff that you want, and stuff that is easy to get, and stuff that is hard to get or not worth building it. So let's start with the direwolf pelt. I would say the direwolf pelt is easy to get, and the direwolf pelt mantle, that is, you need 3 direwolf pelts, and it gives you plus 15 durability and reduces the opponent's resolve by -5 for everybody who is in melee. It's easy to get. Direwolves are easy opponents that you find early on, so this is easy to get. Works well with fearsome. Plus 15 durability is always nice, especially early on, and looks cool. So easy to get, nice. Let's continue. I think we should start from the top. Yeah. So let's go with the additional 4 padding. The additional 4 padding makes it that you only receive 66% of any damage that ignores armor. It's gonna made out of the thick white fur from the frost unholds and the direwolf mantle, the direwolf pelt. So this is my favorite attachment for Battleforge because it solves the issue of armor ignoring damage. That's the main issue of Battleforge. It's hard to get though, but that is basically the stuff that you want. You have to fight frost unholds and direwolves in order to make this. It's expensive to make, -2 fatigue as well. But this stuff saves you from injuries from crossbow bolts and might even save you from injuries from big two-handed weapons to a certain degree. This one is really, really good. I like it a lot. Next one, bone plating. Bone plating basically ignores the first hit to your armor. It's gonna made out of the bones from the unholds or the lindworms. Again, it's harder to get. You need to fight unholds. But this is really good for Battleforge too, because it ignores the first hit. But it's also good for nimble. So this is generically good for all armor types, and this is therefore also my favorite late game attachment that I will have commonly on most of my bros. Same with the 4 padding. Just ignoring the first big hit can be a small arrow, but also can be a big chosen axe or something, or a mace. So this lets you ignore a shit ton of damage, possibly. Every fight. Really nice. We already had the direwolf mantle. Okay, then we have the horn plate. And this reduces melee damage to the body by -10% and gives you plus 30 durability. This is obviously nice, but you need to have the Kraken plate, so I would categorize that as hard to get. Also, you only get, I think you get 2 Kraken plates, so it's really something really, really special. It is incredibly hard to get. It's nice if you get it, but I mean, at that point, the game is most of the time almost over, so how impactful that is, I don't know. Okay, next one is the Hyena 4 mantle. This gives you plus 15 initiative and plus 15 durability. You have to fight hyenas and get 3 hyena mantles for that. It's obviously like the direwolf one. It's easy to get, right? It's really good on initiative builds. You want this on fencers and can increase if you have nimble bros that have dodge, or in general if you have dodge bros. This is just plus 15 initiative is plus 2 defense. So really nice on initiative builds or on nimble bros that have dodge, or Battleforge bros that have dodge, depending on what you have. Alright. Light padding replacement. Reduces an armor's penalty to maximum fatigue by -20%. The embers, glowing resin, it's glowing resin from the shard, that's what it's called. So obviously you need to fight shards, which are hard enemies that are hard to find as well. So this is already fairly rare, and I basically never built this. But there is a place for that, maybe. It's not the same as Brawny, but it can help your Battleforge bros with fatigue, but also that stacks with Brawny, by the way. But like, you rather have a bone plating or additional fur padding on your Battle Forge Bros. I would say this is really hard to get because of the short fight, and not really worth it. You want to have one of these twos on your late game bros. Okay, let's continue. Lindworm Scale Cloak. Okay, this is something special. The body armor is unaffected by Lindworm Acid Blood. It's totally useless unless you want to have a Lindworm fighter. But it's made out of the Lindworm scales and the Unholdheit. So you have to fight Unholds and Lindworms. Both are fairly hard fights, especially Lindworm. And so it's hard to get. -3 fatigue. But this is the highest durability that you get. So this attachment is really nice for late game bros, for Nimble Forge. Basically, if you want to just get a lot of durability per fatigue, this is 20 durability per fatigue. This is a lot of durability. This is really hard to get though. But also this is really good on Battleforge 2 because you get just plus 60 armor, which increases the amount of Battleforge that you can get. So I was debating with myself, like the acid blood from the Lindworm doesn't matter, but like plus 60 armor is a shit ton of armor. I was debating with myself if I put it too hard to get, which would be accurate, but actually I think this is the stuff that you want. Because this is also for like late game bros, for Nimble Forge bros, for special armor bros. Like you can get to plus 400 Battleforge armor with this if you have a famed armor. So it's something special. It's hard to get though. Okay, then we have Protective Runes and Sigils. This one gives you plus 20 resolve at moral checks against fear, panic, or mind control effects. That's basically the passive ability that the Witch Hunters have. I think I have never built this because you need Shimmering Ashes that you get from Nacrus Savants. You need the skin from Alps, and you need the Hexen stuff, the Witch Hair. So you need to fight 3 fairly rare and tough enemies in order to get an armor attachment that doesn't do much. Right? This, because it's not plus 20 resolve base, that would be amazing. That would be an amazing attachment then. It is only against moral checks against fear, mind, or panic controls. So something like Geists or the Ancient Priest thingy, right? So this is really, really rare. Mind control, plus 20 resolve against Hexen, but like, this is really, really rare. So I would put this into not worth it, or it is not only hard to find, it is also kind of not worth it. You want something else on your armor. Okay, next one, Serpent Skin Mantle. Reduces damage from fire and firearms by 33%, plus 30 durability. And this is like the damage from fire and firearms by 33%. There's a very specific use case if you are in the Holy War and you fight southern armies. That's kind of the use case for that. So that's the only use case for that, by the way. Because the southern armies are the only ones who shoot with cannons at you and with fire lances and with guns. You have to fight snakes and Nachtseers. The problem is snakes are really, really tough early on. And especially a lot of snakes, you can't fight a lot of snakes early on. You kind of need Battleforge and some underdogs to fight snakes. So I would say it doesn't seem like hard to get, but it is actually hard to get for an early game company. This is more something that you're gonna get when you have your first Battleforge bros. You kind of can take on bigger snakes. Also, snakes only spawn in the south, so they are fairly rare, fairly hard to find, even if it doesn't seem so. And they're hard to kill early on, so I would put this into not worth it, and it's hard to find, but it's also very, very specific. So unless you are not fighting against guns, or you want this for fashion or the 30 durability, is not worth going for. Okay, next one is the Unhold for Cloak. That reduces any range damage to the body by plus 20%, by minus 20%, and gives plus 10 durability. Doesn't have any extra fatigue, so this is really nice for nimble, because you just get plus 10 extra fatigue, plus 10 extra armor for no fatigue cost. And it reduces any range damage to the body by minus 20%. Is also one of the weaknesses of nimble. Like nimble really struggles with range decks, like with a lot of throwers, with a lot of archers. So anything that has a lot of ranged output destroys nimble, because if you get hit by like 2 or 3 arrows, most of the time your nimble armor is just gone. And then everything else goes to your hit points and you're gonna die so quickly. Like goblins, even big brigand stacks with a lot of marksmen, they just destroy nimble. And not noble armies. The crossbows can kind of hurt nimble, is not too bad though. The southern ones with the bows, they have a lot of archers, man, they're gonna hurt. So first and foremost, you have to fight frost gnolls. Extreme hard fight, hard to get. But this is really nice for your late game nimble bros, for your famed nimble armor. So kind of competes with the 4 padding. Kind of want to make 4 padding too. But this, I think this is if you have late game nimble bros, you want to put this on your late game nimble bros in order to make them protected against ranged, against archers and whatnot, and throwers. Like also the barbarians. Like I forgot these. The whole throwing weapon thing can hurt your nimble bros too. It's like really annoying. So I would put the where is it? Also to the stuff that you want late game for your nimble bros. Okay, it's not easy to get though, but late game, who cares? So then we have the Wardog armor. Is made out of direwolf or hyena pelt. Gives your dogs plus 55 armor. That's obviously easy to get. And it's really cool. You kind of want that. Want to armor your dogs. I would say the troll armor though, I would say this is harder to get or not worth it, because it's obviously plus 30 durability. But you have to fight trolls for that, and trolls are not an easy fight, and you need these unhold hides for different things. But they can be worth it. So if you really want to armor your dog in order to do the sunken library or stuff like that, or take down big goblin camps, this is really good if you want to have super tough dogs. But it's harder to get, and this one does the tricks most of the time. Why? Maybe I put it to like, yeah, let's say, nah, it's not easy to get. It's not easy to get. Kind of not worth it. Again, it's more of a late game thing when you have way too much resources and you just craft 10 of these for your dogs. Who cares, right? All right, so not next one are the purchasable ones. By the way, you can find these in camps. But you also can buy them at armorers or in towns and in the shops. And this is basically, there are 2 different ones. They look different, but they have the same values. And you get basically the plus 10 one for 0 fatigue, then plus 20 for minus 2, plus 30 for minus 3, and plus 40 for minus 4 fatigue. And this is the stuff that is really nice mid-game if you get it for free. And sometimes I buy that actually, in order to create my own Battleforge armor. So basically, if I have light Battleforge armor, plus 40 durability goes a long way. This might make it actually to 300 Battleforge armor, or to 260 or something. This increases the utility of your medium or light Battleforge armor. And I say I will rank them. I think the light ones, they have no fatigue costs, and they're very cheap, so I put them easy to get. And the rest one is kind of like, you get them for free, and you use them just when you get them for free. But this is something I tend to not use late game, because the crafted ones are way better. But if you get them for free, you might as well use them. And they can be worth buying. Just saying. So if you guys disagree on that, sometimes they're easy to get, right? But like it is random. Not every shop has them. They tend to not appear that often in armorer shops, and you can loot them from camps. But like it's also not guaranteed. So I would say sometimes harder to get. You get them for free, really worth it. If not, kinda, who cares, right? And the last 3 armor attachments are armor attachment that are pre-attached and you cannot build yourself. And these are the horn and bone plating from the barbarian armor. This is worn by barbarian kings and also I think by certain chosen, but I'm not sure about that. And the pellet armor and metal armor from the gladiator armor. This is worn by gladiator armor. I think you can get these armor attachments very rarely through an event or if you do arena. If you win certain arena stuff, this might be a trophy in the arena, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyways, these guys are mostly pre-attached to armor that gladiators or barbarian kings wear. You can't craft it, you can't change it, so this stuff doesn't deserve to be in the tier list because you can't get it, right? So, or if you can get it, it would be extremely hard to get. This is the rarest stuff. It's nice. It's a lot of durability for not a lot of stuff. The Barbarian King's armor is it's kind of low Battleforge armor. Actually, this is kind of Battleforge armor, and this stuff is like nimble armor or something like that. Yeah, this is not really heavy. The Gladiator armor. All right, this is it for the tier lists. Let's go over it quickly. Fur padding, the bone plating, the lindworm scale cloak, and the unhold fur padding are kind of the stuff that you want to use for your late game high-end gear, for your Battleforge gear, for your nimble forge gear, for your nimble bros for late game. This is the really nice stuff that you want late game. All of that is hard to get, but super worth it. This is the stuff that you grind on to have on your late game squad. This is the stuff that you just get on the fly by playing the game. Easy to get. And you just take it. It looks kind of cool, gives you some bonuses. It costs you not much to build and gives you, powers you up. And all of this stuff is either extremely hard to get or not really worth it. Except you get it for free or you just have expendable resources or stuff like that. Yeah, alright guys, this is my tier list for the armor attachments. I hope you like that. If you like that, please like, comment, and subscribe. By the way, I stream now, so you can watch my live streams where I play currently Crippling Strikes Executioner run, and we are elaborating on Crippling Strikes Executioners, and there's a lot of potential in Crippling Strikes Executioners, I found out, but there's a lot of more science that I have to do. You can be with me on the live streams, guys. And thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.